Hello and welcome to Ames in Focus, the podcast that brings you closer to the people and stories shaping life in our city. I'm Bill Gebhart with Communications and Outreach for the City of Ames. Before we get started, here's a quick community announcement. Rummage Rampage is just around the corner. If you're cleaning out your garage, basement, or closets, this is the perfect opportunity to give your unwanted items a second life instead of sending them to the landfill. To learn more about Rummage Rampage, visit cityofames.org/Rummage Rampage. Now, joining me today is someone who has become a bit of a podcast regular. At this point, I think we should just give her a permanent chair and maybe her own parking space. Welcome back to Housing Coordinator, Vanessa Baker-Latimer. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Bill. Thanks for having me back. And talking about that permanent chair, let's upgrade this chair in here. That'd be great.
Sounds good. And you just want to be here for everyone, or am I leaving?
You can stay.
Okay, all right. All right, I'll stay. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do about the chairs. No promises. But so today we're talking about something that may not sound exciting at first, but that's the Community Development Block Grant and Home Annual Action Plan. So I know it doesn't scream summer blockbuster, but it does help shape projects and programs that improve neighborhoods and benefit the people throughout Ames. So since you're here, let's start with the basics. What exactly is this plan?
Well, I know, like you said, it's not a blockbuster summer, but, it's good. It's
Absolutely.
Good for the community. I mean, something that we have to do and we're excited about. But, the city of Ames became an entitlement community. And what that means is once we hit the 50,000 population threshold, we became eligible to receive Community Development Block Grant Funds. And, that's short for CDBG. See how quickly I said that? CDBG.
CDBG.
There you go.
I got it.
Very good. So back in 2004, we became an entitlement community and started receiving funds directly from HUD for Community Development Block Grant programming. And it's a federal program. It's a formula program, and communities all over the country that are over that threshold population receive an annual allocation from the federal government. That is determined every year based on a lot of criteria about the community, populations, traffic, a whole lot of things they look at to determine it. So we became that. So every year we have to kind of educate people that we are an entitlement community, what that really means, what the CDBG does for the city of Ames, and why it's important that we educate the public about it.
And so it actually is a bit more exciting than I let on when I led into this conversation, right? Because it's doing work in the community.
Yes, in and for the community. You're right.
And it's not just a document that sits on the shelf.
No, it's an action document.
So it's an action plan.
That's
okay.
Right.
So when we're talking about this action plan, it's talking about federal funds and how to use these federal funds, right? So what kind of things can these be used for?
Oh, my goodness. We use it for a variety of things. It covers housing. It covers public improvements. It covers public service. And I can get down to some really, really examples of what that. But let me start with the basic, and then we'll filter down. How about that?
No, yeah. Big picture.
So it has 3 national objectives that it has to meet in a community if you're in that situation. And one is it has to benefit low and moderate income households and families or neighborhoods, okay? And then HUD is the administrator of the CDBG funds. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, from the federal government, Department of Housing and Urban Development. And so then there is what they call a slum and blight category, and that covers like 3 basic areas. And then there's an urgent need category. And you know what? Over the years, Bill, we've used our funds in all of these categories. For example, for low and moderate, we do renter affordability type programs to help people with their rent. We've done down payment and closing cost assistance to help people buy their first homes. We've partnered with Habitat for Humanity to build more affordable housing. We've gone into neighborhoods and improved their streets streets and made the sidewalks handicap accessible and those kind of things. That's kind of a low and moderate income kind of component. Okay. On the slum and blight program, as you know, Ames is a big kind of floodplain in some areas.
Right.
So we've used the funds when we've had to go in and clean up areas that have flooded or areas that have deteriorated housing that has been abandoned. We try to buy those, tear it down to make the neighborhood, keep the neighborhood safe. And the urgent need, like we had the flooding and it was catastrophic in some neighborhoods. We've gone in and cleaned up those neighborhoods, got rid of those houses that was destroyed by flooding and made it into a park. So over the years, we've used the funds in all of the categories that meet these national objectives.
And so the city has used these funds in a lot of ways, but they all have to fit into one of these three categories. Every single action has to fit into these, but it's a variety of ways you can fit into it.
That's correct. It has to meet one of those three national objectives.
And that is the plan, the action plan that you wrote for this year, saying inside of these three objectives, this is sort of what we're looking to do with the federal funds we receive?
Exactly, but mostly for the action plan, we focus on the LMI benefit because 70% of the funds that we get have to benefit LMI households or neighborhoods over a 3-year period. So our first focus is going to be the low and moderate income component. And then if we have some areas like slum and blight or we forbid we have urgent need all
Absolutely.
the time.
And we don't want to plan
urgent
for that,
need
right? Yeah.
at all. So then we kind of adjust the funding according to that.
And so one of the reasons that you're here with me today, though, is because we want to hear from the public about the plan that you've already sort of written and established for this year.
Yes, we kind of started back in February when we met with council. We meet with council every year to get their input to say, hey, how would you like to use the funds this year? And they'll give us some feedback. And then we go out and we do our public forums. And we invite the public to the public forums for several reasons. One, we want to educate those who don't know about CDBG and that we receive the funds. And then we want to share what council has shared with us, and then we want to get feedback from the public as to what they think about that and what other ideas they have. So from that, then we go into actually taking that information back to council and say, hey, this is what the public has shared with us. What would you like for us to do? And so from there, council will say, okay, yeah, we like this, we like that. Go and then write the plan according to all the guidelines that are in the document. And so we write that plan, and then HUD requires that that plan has to be available for public comment for 30 days. So right now we're in that 30-day comment period.
It's already started, that 30 days.
It's already started.
Okay.
It will end on July 23rd. The public comment period would end as far as getting comments to me. Now, there's still another opportunity because we'll have a public hearing with the city council on July 28th. You still have an opportunity to come and give your public feedback at that public hearing. And then once all that's done, council will finalize what we're doing, and then we're required to submit it to HUD so that our funding can get approved for this coming year.
And so people that have feedback, they would have to give it, so it's a little over a week to give it to you to be included in your staff report about the action plan. However, if they miss that window, they could still come to the council meeting at the end of July for public input on the topic when it comes up.
That is correct. July 28th would be the city council meeting for that public hearing.
And so why is public input so important in this?
Well, again, CDBG and our home dollars are for the community. And so we want to know, I mean, we can come up with things, of course, but we also would like to know if there's something that we can't see or we missed because we can't be in every single neighborhood or on every street. Then people can let us know, well, what about this? Can the funds be used for that? Can they be used for this? And so it's twofold. It's education and it's an opportunity for feedback on, some people don't know, so they ask questions so they can be educated about it and go about it from that perspective.
And so what are the ways in which a resident could give you their feedback before that 23rd deadline?
Well, certainly they can send me an email. They can go to our housing division website on our city website page at www.cityofames.com/housing. And there is a link there with my email address on it. I can give it to you now. It's vanessa.baker-latimer@cityofames.org.
That's it. You got it. Good job.
I did.
Good job. And so they can send you an email.
Yes.
Is there a way? Is that the only way to submit? Is there a way to submit on the website, or is it just sending that email is the best way to get the input?
Well, they can send me an email, or certainly they can give me a call at 515-239-5400. We can talk, and then I still will have them follow up with an email because I would need to have those comments in writing.
Written record, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what if someone listening wants to read the plan before sharing the comments? Where can they find that?
Our plan is available on our website again at www.cityofames.org/housing. And that's the first thing you'll see under our What's New box is our draft 2026-27 annual action plan. They can click on that link. It'll take them right to the action plan page. They can read the action plan and then again come back to that same page and give any feedback, or they can come in person to the city council meeting.
Okay, so that's cityofames.org/housing, and that will take them in the What's New box. That will take them right to the plan.
Correct.
And on there is also your email address and your phone number.
That is
so
correct.
that they can send in their comments and the suggestions they have.
Right.
The comment period ends on the 23rd, and those would be the comments that you are collecting essentially to put into your staff report.
Correct.
And then if for some reason they miss that or they just still want to come to the council meeting on the 28th, that's when the agenda item will be, and there will be public input before direction is given.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh my God, Bill,
I got it
good.
all. Yeah,
I'm going to give you a gold star.
I was not asleep for this one. I was paying attention.
Well,
so that's
I guess
good.
I'll be coming back again.
I guess so. You're always back, which we like that. So, okay. So that's a great way for people to get involved and to read it. But before we wrap up, it's our time for our world famous lightning round. Are you ready for it?
Of course.
All right. Quick questions, quick answers. We'll do it, right? Okay. So what's one thing in Ames everyone should experience at least once?
They should experience one of our fabulous parks
Oh, yeah.
throughout the city.
I was going to say that's a good one. Okay. All right. So would you rather always find the perfect parking spot or never hit a red light?
I need that parking spot, babe. I'm sorry.
You got to be close to where you are. I got it. Okay. All right. Complete the sentence for us. My perfect Saturday starts with...
My first Saturday starts with sleeping after 7:30.
Oh, man, that's a good one. I like that. I have kids, so that doesn't ever happen to me, even on the weekends. So what's a movie you've seen more times than you'd like to admit?
Oh, my gosh. My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, I love that.
I love that movie.
Yes, it's a great movie.
My husband goes, oh, my God, I can't believe you're watching that again. I'm watching it, okay?
Yeah, watch it for the Utes.
Oops.
That's one of my favorite lines, the Utes.
Use.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you could instantly become an expert at one thing, what would it be?
I want to be able to rollerblade, skate.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I mean,
like skate park, backflips, all that.
And they be dancing to the music and they just be looking cool.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Okay. I like it. All right, final question. In one sentence, why should people care about the annual action plan?
Well, because it's important for the community that we get your input. And it helps me make sure that I have eyes open and ears open to hear what the public has to share about it.
Absolutely. I think you said it earlier too. The funds are for the community. So having the community input in how we're using those funds is something that's really important.
Exactly.
I think that's true. Well, you survived another lightning round. So congratulations on that.
Where's my trophy?
I'll get it. It's in the mail, I think. It's
mail.
It's already
That's
hitting.
not a good thing.
Yeah,
the mail is not good.
It'll be there eventually. So, well, thank you so much for joining us, shedding some light on this, and letting us know where we can give feedback on the CDBG and Home Annual Action Plan.
Excellent. Thanks for having me.
And to our listeners, to learn more about the 2627 Community Development Block Grant and Home Annual Action Plan, review the draft, or find more information on how to submit comments, visit cityofames.org/housing. Thank you for listening to Ames in Focus, and until next time, let's stay connected, Ames.
Ames in Focus is a City of Ames podcast.